everyone. This is just a brief prologue before our video chat with Tiffany. Um, we did this chat back in June of 2020, and as you can tell, I was not able to edit and post it until today, February 9th, 2021. So why so long, right? Well, to preface the whole thing, as part of the video, Tiffany did offer to do a numerology reading for Buddhamouse as well as me, using my birth date and Buddhamouse's anniversary or opening date, which is March 5th of 2012. So our 9th anniversary is coming up, and and her reading was spot on. It was full of you got to realize that I had been closed down. We shut down in March of 2020, and it was really tough. There was absolutely zero income, very little help from the government. I did get an emergency relief loan, which helped me feel like I could survive. But I still hadn't gotten a PPP loan, in order to, to help pay employees. They did in May release restrictions so that I could open my store again, and with restricted hours and or occupancy. But anyway, you'll see in the video that her predictions were very positive, and it did not seem like that was what was on the horizon for me, for anybody for that matter. So, and she was spot on. Like, soon after that, we met, virtually met. The floodgates of my personal as well as business life opened up, and I was overwhelmed. So I all the online content that I had been planning to work with and learn about and continue, I had to put on hold until I could get these other issues taken care of. And they're all positive. They were a lot of changes, a lot of transformation, but in a very positive way. And so I'm grateful, always grateful for all the support that I've been shown. The store Buddhamouse has been shown. So enjoy this video or audio, however you're taking in this content. And in the epilogue, I am going to talk a little bit about, give the details of, of what issues that she, that ended up coming completely true. All right, so enjoy, and I'll see you at the end. Hey everyone, I'd like to introduce Tiffany Williams, who is my dear friend for many, many years now, and also a very just creative and talented healer, and and a tea aficionado. I mean, I'm saying everything for you. I think we can end the interview right now. No, why don't you go ahead and take this opportunity to say a little bit about yourself and, what's happening right now and during these tumultuous times.
I've been learning how to ground myself and find a peaceful inner peace with all the changes that keep going on in our world, because it changes minute to minute, hour to hour. Sometimes I'm not very good at it and I get a little bit emotional, but then I gotta go back to meditating and grounding myself. So today I'm pretty good. It's a beautiful day, not too hot.
I know, it's nice and cool out.
Yeah, I'm at the park along with some other people who decided to sit right behind me.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, but if you hear them, let me know and I'll move. But
yeah, we don't hear anything right now.
Okay, but yeah, so I've been reading tea leaves at Buddhamouse for over 5-6 years now. It's been a lot of fun to read people's energies in the leaves. You come with a question and we have a little worksheet and I teach you how to do it yourself. And then we see what's going on with your question and in your life. And with the tea leaves, it's interesting because sometimes people ask one question, but the tea leaves reveal something completely different that you need to focus on. So those are always fun readings. And then I've been studying numerology because I was a math major and I like numbers.
I like numbers too.
Yes, that is very indicative of your chart for you. So do you want to hear your numerology about yourself?
Yeah, absolutely. So that's one of the things that we talked about prior to the interview, right? You got some information from me. What sort of information did you get from me in order to get these readings?
So I got your first, middle, and last name, the correct spelling that's on your birth certificate. And then I got your full birth date, the month, date, and year. And you have numbers in every slot because you're born in November.
That's true.
And then I did a lot of calculations because there's a lot of numbers in your numerology chart. And one of the big numbers is your life path. So this number kind of is the groundwork for everything that you do in your life and the things that you're trying to achieve. And yours is an 8, which is the most prosperous, most business-minded, most intellectual number of the entire life path.
I wish my outer circumstances reflected that.
Oh, but it does.
No, you're right. It does. It actually, I am very, very fortunate, and I have so much, the abundance of happiness, really, happiness, and being surrounded with people I love, and this beautiful space. So yes, I'm very, very lucky and fortunate.
Yes, and I mean, even your past jobs kind of show, because the number 8's like a builder and a highly organized, very business-minded, and you were a database administrator before, right? So you were always looking at the nuts and bolts of businesses and how to make them successful.
That's true.
And you have, so that's like the only 8 in your chart. Then you have a bunch of 1s, whether it's your challenge number or your personality. And a number 1 is like the unity, it's the start, new beginnings, and you're a natural leader. So you're very comfortable in a leadership role. You want to go full speed ahead, and you have all the tools to do that. And then the way you express yourself is like a 6, which is a nurturer. You're very nurturing. You want to make sure that everyone is being taken care of, that your home is being taken care of. I mean, with your cats and your family, you're a big nurturer and highly intuitive. And then your heart's desire is you're very spontaneous, and you like to travel, and you like change, hence why you change things every few years.
True. I didn't think of myself that way, but it really is true when you look back on the way that I handle things. It is really true that I like to switch things up.
Yeah. And travel. You love to travel.
Yeah.
And then so you have really good numbers, very stable, very creative, very nurturing, and you like to move around a lot and change. So then I did Buddhamouse. So I did Buddhamouse Emporium.
Okay.
So I did the numbers for that. And then I calculated, and then you told me the start date was 3/5/2012.
That's right.
All right. So now we have the 5 thing play again, which is lots of change, spontaneous, and you just have like a 5 they're a little flaky, but not really. So they have to find something that goes with their constant change mindset and moving around mindset. Buddhamouse is ever evolving, changing. So that was its birthday, it being a 5. Oh, so sorry, because you were born on November 7th, 1960. Well, November 7th.
You can say 61. I don't mind.
Okay, sorry. Your birthday's a 7, and that is the date of like knowledge and meditation, which fits well with what you're doing now.
Wow.
Yeah, so 5 is the birth date of Buddhamouse, and that's like constant change and travel and expansion. The life path number for Buddhamouse is a 4. which means it's very well organized, it's on a strong foundation, and it's very well protected. So you built it really well. This year's personal number, your personal number this year is an 8, which is more abundance, more business mindedness, more building permanent structures. And the universal number is a 4. 20 is a 4 year, which is more of building stuff and organizing foundation and organizations and things like that, working on that, and protection and authority figures too.
Wow.
Yeah, so the personal year for Buddhamouse is a 3, which is really good because it's about creativity and expansion, and they're about to have a party in back of me. So I'm gonna move.
Okay, we picked it.
I'm sorry, I didn't coordinate my schedule with, people in the park.
In the park, no worries. Which park are you at?
I'm at Coons Park in Laverne. It's one of the oldest parks in the city. It has some of the oldest trees in the city.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, they had to, during the drought, they put up fences to protect the trees.
Oh.
They're over 100 years old. So apparently if you walk underneath in a tree canopy, that's not good for the tree. I didn't know that.
Oh, is that interesting? What, we're like taking its energy or something?
I have no idea, because like University of Laverne has all of these signs that says don't walk under the canopy, and then, well, do you want to see? I can show you real quick.
Yeah.
Edit that out. So
oh, how beautiful. Oh no, we should have this as the background.
oh well, I'm gonna move, but
Okay.
okay, sorry. So here is one of the big trees, and you see how there's a fence around it?
Oh yeah. Yes.
So when I was a kid, there was no fence.
Right.
And then here's another big old tree. Can you see the fence?
Yes, I can. It's quite.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Oh yeah, it's very pretty.
So there's some that you can walk next to, but they're
like this one I'm under.
ones.
Yeah, these are like, I don't remember what kind of trees they are. See, it says like stay, like we can't go within the fence. So like stay out, stay out, keep off the fence.
Right.
Yeah, so it was during the drought that they decided to do that, to preserve.
Okay. Yeah.
And then so here's like more trees. And during the drought, we didn't lose too many trees like Memorial Park did. Like Memorial Park lost a fair bit of trees. Sorry, I'm looking for a semi-quiet bench that's not too close to the road. But sorry, I think I found
looks like
one.
it's a lovely park, a lovely place to be.
Yeah, it's part of the historical society.
How long have you lived in Laverne? All your life, huh?
No, since I was 13, so we're going 24 years. I used to live in San Dimas.
You used to live where?
In San Dimas.
Oh, in San Dimas.
Hi. Sorry, there are dogs. Okay, I promise I found a bench.
It's all right. It's all right.
I'm
actually having fun. I think this is fun. I feel like I'm taking a walk.
And I have not walked that far, like the park.
Right. It's very. I love that we're doing this. This is a lot of fun for me.
So let me put on the other background in case people decide to walk through. You don't see the cars. Okay, so this is a 3-year for Buddhamouse, which is great for expansion. A lot of things I got for Buddhamouse was growth, expansion, creativity, focus on new ideas, and be disciplined about them. Don't be too scattered. So like now that you're doing more stuff online, like this is a great time to like really build that out, because you don't have the distraction of being in the store with customers, unfortunately, but it's a good time.
I know.
To do, because you have the time to do that, because soon you will not have the time to do that. You'll have something else to distract you from putting in all that front-loaded work. So that is like really good. And make sure you are realistic about what you want to do. And it's a really good financial year.
Really?
And it's only June.
Okay, let's hope there's going to be some massive changes that are happening.
Yeah, so we're still at 6. So June is about completing things. So any projects that are you want to complete for this month. And then next month is new beginnings. So think about new projects to do like next month. And within like 3 months, you'll see a lot of expansion and growth and like a lot of flow coming in from those new ideas that you've completed and the things that you have started. So,
Cool.
brainstorm some ideas. Now is a great time. And the essence number, which is like what's you are projecting in this moment, and it changes from year to year, is that Buddhamouse is an 8. So it also has more potential of infinite opportunities and abundance this year too.
What?
So as much as it doesn't seem like it, it's actually coming.
Okay, well, that actually is really, really beautiful news. I mean, and it's good. It's good for me to hear something like that, so that I can also continue to try to attract that,
Yeah.
for us all.
Yeah.
Because truly, I mean, that's the way I feel about it. Is that I've been partially open, as you know, and yesterday. I had several people where we were able to talk again, and I realized how much I miss that.
Yeah, you're a talker.
I I am I am definitely a talker, and yeah, but I miss it so much. Where it's just like people are coming in and they are saying this is starting to happen right now. And before all this craziness, all this otherworldly or global issues, people were coming in and saying, for some reason, I'm being drawn to meditation. For some reason, I'm being drawn to work with energy. My intuition is being triggered right now, and I'm picking up all sorts of energy and from other people. And what do I do? How do I handle that? And I don't really have answers other than it's good. Like, see it as a good sign and start to reflect more on it. And
Right.
I think that's what you do too with your tea leaf readings and any readings that you do. I love the numerology one. Is that you're saying, how do we help self-reflect?
Yeah, that's what I really try to do. And like the tea leaf readings is like, that's why I ask people for like one question. They're like, what? I got many questions. I said, it has to be about you. Because I also know that people don't want to look at themselves, or they don't think that they are important enough to actually reflect on. So it's like, it can't be about your child. It has to be about you. It can't be about your husband. It has to be about you and what you're going through in your energy. So they kind of like that. Some people have a harder time. And it's interesting. Some people really are resistant to the idea of thinking about themselves, but we need to do that in order to, like, if we're good, then we can be good for other people.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that's true. I mean, even listening to you saying the things, the positive attributes about myself, it was like it was hard for me to hear it and say, oh, stop it, oh, now. So so I think that is true that we do tend to try to get below the radar and not allow ourselves to shine.
Yeah, that's some people. Then some people really need to scale back themselves or their ego.
But usually those people, they're not shining. That's
yeah, they're not.
Yeah, they're in pain, or they're just their egos or whatever. They're really not shining, so they overcompensate.
Yes.
So it's kind of like the unsung hero kind of thing, where it's like those are where we really need to shine the spotlight and allow them to be, treasured for their preciousness and what they do. And it's so I think it's very true. It's hard that's one of the things I talk about the most is we've got to send love towards self first. And I say that so often because I think I often need that as well. I need to constantly remind myself.
Yeah, me too.
Are we doing it? Yeah, I think it's true. Well, that's why we're here as a community, to remind each other about
Yeah.
that.
Oh, and
And
fives are very social, so it makes sense that Buddhamouse is a very social place.
yes, that's true. That's true. I do, and I thank you for giving me the positive news that, or the
Yeah.
positive message, I should say, the positive message that that allows me to see this year as you know, not so detrimental. I mean, it has
No.
been, yeah, fiscally and financially, it has been pretty tough. But there's been some things that have come through that that will, that given me some breathing room,
Yeah,
and
that's good.
it is good. I mean, that part is good. And now my business sense is trying to make sure that my little cash flow, how am I going to make sure that this continues? And and that's true. I have to find alternate and creative ways
For the next 12 to 18 months. Like,
yep,
think of it that long term, not for like the next month or next 2 months. Just think of it for the next 12 to 18 months.
yep, yep. Because it's going to take some time to pick up too, I think. Well, Tiffany, thank you so much
Oh,
for
thanks, Charlotte.
everything that you do, and for the community, and being a good friend to me, and I so appreciate it. And we will see each other soon, I hope. I know we haven't seen each other in a while, but
3 months.
it has been since the but not even once, have we, during the lockdown?
Well, you went and hid in your house and didn't come out.
Well, that's true. Although I did come by the mouse every now and then, but it's true. I did. I do not go out very much.
No, I mean, I've been eating out all the time. You're like, what? I don't need to eat out. I bought food for 4 months. I'm barricaded in. You gotta pry me out.
That is very true. I bought so much food, and I had to freeze most of it, and
Yeah.
and now pretty much when we move, if it happens soon, God
Yeah,
willing.
when you move.
Yeah, when we move, you're right. Let's do a positive. I'm sure I'm just gonna throw it all out.
Oh, you're not a food packer?
Well, the freezer thing, no, I think I'm gonna start over again, because it's been there for a while. I miss you, Tiffany.
I miss you too. I miss going and hanging out and talking in Buddhamouse. And I was like, where can I go and talk to people? I can't go inside of any place.
I know.
I escaped to the park. Conversation.
Exactly.
Do you want to hear about my dream about Buddhamouse?
Yes.
So I was a couple weeks ago, and so in my dream, I was in Claremont. And I was like, oh, I'm gonna go to Buddhamouse and see Charlotte. And Buddhamouse looked completely different. Like it was like 2 levels or something. And you were so happy in the window doing your thing, and I was like standing outside, and people were like letting it behind me, and they're like, why are you standing outside? I was like, there's a pandemic. We gotta wait.
Oh my God.
Social distancing.
Like,
hello.
there's a what?
So apparently I'm very real in my dreams. Like it's not like I'm watching, it's like I'm all logical still.
Yes.
So then I go in there and you're like so happy, but we don't hug because it's still social distancing. So, but you're happy and you're showing me all the new things, and the shop is just like bigger, and I'm just like, this is not what Buddhamouse looks like. Why is this different? And then like I go walk around the village and it's like all different. And I was like, what is going on? I said, I have to call Denise. So I called Denise in my dream.
That's right.
And then she gave me a message, and I told Denise about the dream. And she said I was getting a glimpse of the future. Like once I finish all of my healing stuff, the future is very like bright and prosperous, and it's going to be different. So like in it, Buddhamouse was very prosperous and busy, and had such a great energy to it. Like lots of stuff was like going on. So.
Oh, you know what? I'm not even going to say I hope that's true. I can't wait for that to happen.
You're going to be pleasantly surprised.
Yay! That's awesome. That's awesome. I love to hear something like that. Good dream.
Yes.
Good dream.
And my dreams have something, because like last week I dreamed that my friend was, she called me and said she's moving back to Claremont. And then I told her about it last night. She was like, I was totally looking at apartments in Claremont on the same day that you had the dream with
Wow.
her mother. So my dreams are pretty good.
Have you got some family lineage that has a little bit of clairvoyance in there?
Yes, my great grandmother was very spiritual.
Yeah.
My cousin called her a witch. I was like,
Yeah.
okay, well, that's the end of our interview.
Well, that's pretty cool. So you've got some DNA in you that is being
And
triggered
my
right now.
mom has always been into metaphysics. She won't say that she's psychic or whatever, but she's very powerful with getting things that should never have happened. So,
Right. Yeah, she's got her antenna is very sharp. Yeah.
yeah, she can perceive things, or she can make things happen that you wouldn't think can happen, and I can do that on little levels too. But
Yeah.
yeah, I think the women's side in my family is pretty mystical. We don't talk about it though.
Yeah. Right. No, you have to be pragmatic.
It's like a like with great power comes great responsibility.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's like I don't want to talk about it because like I don't want people to like try to take advantage or think that I know more, or maybe I will take advantage of my power.
Right.
You know?
Right.
Because it's so like powerful. It's like maybe I can make anything happen, but that's not the way it's supposed to happen.
Right. Yeah, that's true. We always have to make sure, like, for the benefit of all beings is implemented in whatever we're trying to manifest and whatever we're trying to, integrate. Yeah, you're right, because then if it becomes a too much of a selfish act, then it gets skewed.
Yeah.
Pure intention has to enter into it.
Yeah, you have to trust.
I know your intentions are pure.
I try.
Well, that's all we can ask of us. I tell you.
I'm
all
learning.
Right. Yeah.
But okay, have a great day. Have a great day at the shop.
Bye. Thanks, Tiff.
Thanks for chatting. Bye.
Thank you. I'll talk to you soon.
Yes. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so soon after we finished that Zoom, my PPP or Paycheck Protection Program application came through, so I was able to rehire and open up full-time. That was in July, beginning of July, and sales were and have continued to remain steady, and I feel greatly supported. And then the house that Alan and I put an offer on went through escrow, and so then we began the process of combining our two homes and moving into our new place, which is just been fantastic and such a wonderful talk about transformation. We're just Alan is working so hard to make this house into just this beautiful Eden. And then I was able to, there was a problem with my mom's condominium that needed to go through the court system. That finally came through, so I was able to sell my mom's condo. So it just, all of a sudden, there was just all this activity when there was months of nothing, really. And so that's the reason why when I went back and watched this video and remembered what she had predicted, I was pretty amazed. So that's why I wanted to add the prologue and the epilogue in this particular video. So also be sure to catch my next video too, which I am going to be talking about my plans for what I do want to do to put more information and content out there on our Patreon page. So again, gratitude.